22-year-old Renee Sullivan's life was brutally transformed by a single gunshot to her face. A dispute with a local man 17 months ago left her fighting to survive.
Renee, can you describe for me what happened that evening that you were shot?
He knocked on my door really loudly 3 times. I was at the back having a smoke, and then I come and looked out my window, and as I looked out, I saw him, and then I got shot. A few days before, we did have an argument because I didn't like him bashing people in front of my kids. So, yeah, I asked him to leave, and then 2 days later, he shot me.
The bullet entered Renee's skull between her eyes and lodged in her brain.
When I first woke up, my front bone was missing to relieve the pressure off my head, and this eye was closed. But I didn't really get to see all this until I was in an actual ward when I saw a mirror, is when I actually did break down because I didn't realise what I looked like.
How many operations have you had?
Oh, the first one, and then the second one to put the bone back in, and then the third one to get the bullet removed. I've still got one more to finish off, which is the eye, to get it reconstructed and opened up.
3 operations and counting, Renee's recovery is managed at Liverpool Hospital in Sydney's southwest. Dr Scott Demores heads up the specialist trauma surgery team that deals with a recent spike in shootings in the region. Some, like this one, fatal.
Can you describe what we're seeing on the screen for me?
Sure, this is a gunshot wound to the head.
So what we can basically see here is, I think, an entry wound and then an exit wound as well.
Yeah, entrance and exit wound there. And some of those are bony fragments, some of those are also probably metallic fragments.
Because what we're not seeing here, as you said, is the soft tissue. So we've got the bony fragments, but all of the trauma that's going to be caused going actually through the cranium itself.
Not only did the gunshot pass through this man's brain, the force of the bullet shattered his skull.
The most lethal part of injury is not the bony injury, obviously, it's the brain underneath. And destruction of brain tissue that you get with an injury like that, with a missile that tumbles through the brain itself, is quite dramatic.
This is a really significant head injury.
That's lethal. That would, yeah, the patient would not probably survive that sort of an injury.
For survivors such as Renee Sullivan, the injuries can be extensive.
What we're looking at there is a gunshot wound to the upper arm. When a bullet hits bone, you get sort of a little mini explosion of bone, and that creates what we call secondary missiles. And those secondary missiles then destroy even more soft tissue. So muscles, blood vessels, nerves, all of those sorts of things.
Apart from the physical damage, gun violence leaves emotional scars for more than just the victims. Something Renee's mum, Karen, lives with every day.
Makes me feel very angry, really angry, you know, because you protect your kids all your life, you know, you protect them your life, and they go out into this world and anybody can have a gun, you know, like it's not right that they can just be on the streets and you just walk up and, hey, I need a gun to go shoot somebody.
2 weeks ago, the man who shot Renee was sentenced to 20 years in jail. Karen has a message for anyone who thinks a gun is the way to win an argument.
I'd say they're cowards. That's what I'd say. Cowards. Because this could be their daughter, or their son, or their mother, or their father, anybody, any one of them next time, you know?
What would you say to people who have illegal guns or who know somebody with a legal gun?
Find your conscience and hand them in. Really.